Hello, my name is Tom Judson. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the Vista Property Owners Association. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to take about 20 minutes of your time to talk about the 2020 plan. I encourage you to go on to the Vista website and print out this plan. It'll make it a little bit easier as I go through this. So the first section I'd like to go through is on the first page in the middle section, and that'll appear on your screen in just a moment. And what we're going to talk about is the benefits of this plan. What we've tried to do is hit the reset button when it comes to our fee schedule. Too many of our fees are too high, they don't make sense, they've just gotten out of control, and we need to hit the reset button. The best example of that is the recreation fees. Right now, the POA charge $225 per year to use our fitness facility. But you can go down to Bentonville for $120 a year, and their facilities, quite frankly, are better than ours. We need to hit the reset button, and we need to fix that. The other great example that I use is many of our lakes have parks right next to them. If you're at the park and you have your member card, your paper card, using the park is free. But if you start using the lake, if you jump in the water because you want to cool off, or you put a fishing rod in there, you want to go fishing, now you're using the lake and you're supposed to have the lake use fee. Well, that doesn't make any sense, and we want to fix that. So we're hitting the reset button. I'd like you to turn to the inside section of the brochure, and you'll see that we have the rate schedule, the current rate schedule, which is 2019. Right next to that, to the right of that, is the fee schedule for 2020 through 2022. And you'll see what we're proposing. And we've pointed out everything in yellow, which is changing. And you'll notice that we have a lot that say included. We're trying to make this an all-inclusive package. Not every, we're still going to have a fee here and a fee there. For example, you're going to still have to pay for golf. But we're trying to include as many things as possible in this package. Now, we're getting rid of the photo ID card, and we're going to replace that with the activity card, because the photo ID card was not a very good name, not very creative in any way. The activity card, instead of charging you $38 for that, it'll cost you $30. And with that, you're going to get unlimited free use of the lakes, the pools, the beach, the fitness, the recreation facilities, and entrance to the gun range. Now, when you go to the gun range, you're still going to have to pay for the play targets, but your admission is going to be for free. On top of that, in response to many of the comments that we've received from our property owners, unless you have an activity card, a member card, or a guest pass, only those individuals will be allowed to use those amenities. So a lot of our residents have said that they want the beach reserved just for members and guests. Well, this plan includes that. Okay. I'm going to go back to the inside with all the fee schedules, and I'm going to point out a couple that I think really you should take notice of. Let's talk about boats. If you're a boater, you register your boat. With the cooperation of the Lakes Committee, they came to us and they said, we have 5 different schedules for different boats, from 16 to 20 feet, all these different. We wanted to simplify it, make it easier on you. So now we only have 3 categories, and you'll notice that all 3 of these categories, the fee went down. In some cases, pretty significantly. If you had a 20-foot or larger boat, the fee would go from $210 down to $125. If you moor your boat in an uncovered slip at Loch Lomond, the fee is going to go from $880 down to $500. It's a pretty good deal. We're very proud of that. I talked about recreation, how it's included in the activity card. We think that that's fantastic. Now, when it comes to on this sheet, you'll see there's a left side, and that's the side that's going to be reserved for those that have an activity card, those that have a membership card, and those that have a guest pass. On the right-hand side, those are all the facilities that will still be open to our non-members. Well, why? Okay, why are golf courses still going to be open to non-members? Well, non-members bring in $1 million. And if we eliminated that $1 million, it would blow up this plan. The numbers just do not work. So everything on the right-hand side, you'll notice that it says guests and non-members. So tennis. So why are we allowing non-members to continue to play at tennis? Well, because we don't have enough tennis players within Bella Vista. A large number, over half of our APT teams are made up of non-members. We eliminate non-members, we're not going to have a lot of people that are going to be able to play in APT events. Golf. Let's talk about golf for a little bit. Under this new plan, if you are an annual golf member, an AGGF member, the rate will go from $1,800 a year down to $1,600. That's pretty impressive. Also, we've received a lot of complaints over the years that we were charging $120 more for a monthly fee, paying monthly for your AGGF, and that to some people didn't ring true. It felt that we were overcharging. That, yeah, we have some administrative fees, additional administrative fees with having a monthly plan, but $120 didn't make sense. We lowered it down to $60. We think that that's reasonable. It's $5 a month, and there are true fees, additional work when it comes to a monthly payer. For the secondary, meaning the couple, instead of $1,400, it'll be $1,300. Now let's go down to carts. On this plan, you'll see what we've done is we've made private carts and seat leases exactly the same. So if you own a private cart, you can come in, you can use your own cart, you can use a POA cart, does not matter. Whatever is easiest for you, that's great. Some of our property owners trailer their cart all over the place because they want to use their own cart. Some people leave the cart at one golf course. They live by the Highlands golf course. They drive it to there. That's the only golf course they use their private cart. They want to use our carts for everywhere else. By having it the same, makes it so much easier. Let's move down to green fees. So you're a regular golfer. Right now, if you're a golfer, you're paying $41. You have a photo ID, you pay $41. Someone from the outside, a non-member, they're paying $50, so you're only getting a $9 benefit. And that bothered a lot of our residents. They didn't feel that they were getting enough value. So under the new fee structure, you see that it's now $33 for you, and we're going to raise the fee for our non-members to $52. So now you have a $19 value. I think that's pretty good. I think that's really adding a lot of value to your membership. The other thing that we've done is we are introducing, and we got this idea from a property owner. The property owner said, I want to bring my son in to play golf with me, and I don't want to have to pay $50 for him to play golf. And he said, because I'm the one that ends up paying for it anyways. We listened to him. So we've created the 10 play prepay. And if you do that, you prepay, those are at $33, which is exactly what you would pay as a property owner. So you can buy only once a year. You can get 10. You can't use it for group play. You know, you can't use it for tournaments, but you can bring out your son, your brother, your friend. We don't care. You have 2 years to use this, but you can only get one card a year, only 10 per year. We think that's pretty neat. And when we went back to the property owner, he said, that's fantastic. I love that idea. I'm paying. I can show and be proud of my club and have them pay the same amount. And he said, once again, and I pay for it anyways. So that's good. Let's go down to Brittany. So there was talk earlier this year about whether we needed to close Brittany or not. And the residents came out in force. We must have had 400 people at that meeting that we want to hold on to Brittany. Okay, well, this is what we've done. If you are an activity card holder, you can play Brittany for free. Free. Now, you will have to pay $5 for a cart, but if you have a private cart or a seat lease, then you play for free. So what we feel is that will encourage more residents to play Brittany. and we should see an increase in rounds at that location, which will be fantastic. And that's what we're trying to accomplish. You'll also see that for the kids' first bundle, we've cut those rates. It's now included if you're an AGGF member. If you're not an AGGF member and you have an activity card, it's only $100. That's a great plan to get the kids, the grandkids out and playing golf. The member fee, for the photo ID, it's currently $38. It's now going to be $30. So we are very proud of this fee schedule. Okay, I want you to now go to the last page of the presentation. In the upper section, important plan considerations. In 2018, we were talking about developing a new community center. While some property owners really liked that idea, there was other ones that were very much against it. This plan does not include a new community center. At some point down the road, we're going to have to renovate Reardon Hall. It is aging, but a new community center is not included in this plan. Another thing that was of grave concern for our residents, for some of our residents, the POA has POA-owned lots. And in 2016, there were 700 votes cast by POA-owned lots. And while that is allowed by our governing documents, it really bothered some people. Now, at this point, the POA only owns 80 lots. But the board is going through, and by the time of this vote, it will be against the governing documents, against our rules, for the POA to cast these votes. So these votes will not get cast in this election. Also, this fee structure that we've developed will be in place till at least 2023. And why are we saying that? Well, I want to make sure that nobody thinks that we get this approved and then 6 months later we'll change the fee schedule. No, we're going to commit to these fees for 3 years. Well, then people have asked me, well, what's going to happen in 2023? That's a long way away. I don't think you could go to McDonald's and ask them what they're going to charge for a Big Mac 3 years from now. I don't think they'd give you an answer. It's a long time from now. We really like this fee structure. I don't think we're going to make many changes in 2023, but that's a long way from us. Also, a lot of people have brought their concerns regarding the trails. Some people love the trails, some people do not love the trails. Right now, the POA has a commitment, an annual commitment of $70,000 to maintain the trails. That's for the back 40 and then the section that's being built in the center, $70,000. The board is making a commitment that no additional maintenance dollars will be committed for any trail expansion through 2023. Does that mean in 2023 we're going to all of a sudden have additional trails? It's 3 years away. That's a lot of board changeover from then. You can't make a commitment further than that, further than 3 years. But we feel very comfortable that no additional dollars will be committed through 2023. Okay, now I want you to stay on the back page. I want you to go to the lower section of the back page. Let's talk about just a couple scenarios, and I'll let you do a couple scenarios on your own. Example number one, it's a couple and they play golf. They're AGGF members and they pay on a monthly basis. They have a private cart. They use the gym. They have a photo ID. So they're paying right now $4,371 in a year. Under the new plan, those same couple would pay $3,720. That's a savings of $651. Now you could subtract out the increase, which is $132, but still a really great net. Let's look at a family. We have so many families in our community these days. Reardon Hall Fitness Plan, $450. Family Pool Pass, $125. Golf, $328. There's just several rounds they're playing. Photo ID card, $979. Under the new plan, it would be $324. That's a savings of $655. That's pretty impressive. Now, a lot of people have said, well, how are you doing this? What about the people that don't use the amenities? Well, that's true. If you stay at home and you don't do anything and you don't use our amenities, well, there's not a lot of benefit in this other than Don't forget, we are a community. While you may not use the gym facilities, maybe your neighbor does. Or maybe the person that a couple years from now purchases your home from you, maybe they use the gym facilities, maybe they use the golf course or the trails or so forth. So I want you to think community, not individually. But in 2015, the POA did a survey, and 35% of the respondents said that they did not use POA-owned facilities because of the fees, because we were nickel and diming them. Well, under this new plan, we're not nickel and diming you anymore. So I would guess that 35%, that 35% will start using our amenities. And I hope that they do. All right, we're going to go back to the first page, and I'd like you to look at the lower section of the first page. What's it going to cost? How are we going to do this? Okay, we're proposing an $11 increase for improved properties. What's an improved property? An improved property has a water meter. A home, a condo, that's an improved property. People have said, where's the money going to go? We have it here in a very simple way. $6 of the dollars is going to go to offset the lowering the fees. So if we lower golf and lower rec fees and so forth, we have to make that up somewhere else. The $6 makes us even. Okay? $2 is going to go towards the Trafalgar fire. Once all that is paid off, and it's hard to say when that's going to be completely paid off, once that's all paid off, the additional funds will move into the reserves. $2 will go towards operational costs and capital improvements. Keep in mind that the last time we had an assessment increase was 2001. So we are managing a 2020 business on a 2001 funding schedule. The math does not work. We need additional money, inflation. And $1 is going to go to rebuilding our reserves, because people have come to me and they're very concerned. With putting out the Trafalgar fire, we consumed all of the POA's reserves. They're at zero, and we need to rebuild them, because God forbid we have a flood or something to that nature, we may need reserves. And it's prudent to have reserves, so we're going to start putting money back. For unimproved property owners, it's a $2 increase. Now, a lot of people have come to me and said, well, why isn't it the same? It should be 11 and 11. Well, here's the reality. We have 25,000 unimproved property owners. Of those that do not live, unimproved property owners that live in Bella Vista, so like myself, I own my home and I own the empty lot next to my home, okay? So we're not going to include me because I live in Bella Vista. So for the people that live outside of Bella Vista, only 9% of the 25,000 used our amenities in the last year one time. So while a lot of people will come to me and say, I know a guy, and he lives in Bentonville, and he has an unimproved property, and or a membership lot, and he plays golf all the time. Yes, there are those people, but there are a lot fewer people than you would think. You realize that outside of Bella Vista, if you go 40 miles outside of Bella Vista, and you look at the behavior of the people that use the amenities, the unimproved property owners that live 40 miles or more, only 500 use the amenities over the last 12 months. And just one, we're just looking for one time they came into the restaurant and got a hamburger, only 500. So it's a lot less than you would think that it is. So that's the plan. We're very proud of this. We think that this is a great plan that we can all get behind and be proud of. I encourage you to go to our website. On our website, we have a ton of information. You can print this out. There's a lengthy Q&A section that you can go and see. A lot of people have sent in questions, and I've answered them, and they're on there. Okay? We also made a real easy way on the back page where it says calculate your own savings. We even have a little template on the website to make it even easier for you. So we encourage you to go onto the website and take a look. But we're very proud of this. Tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell them everybody to vote yes. Here's the critical dates. As of September 30th, you must be a member in good standing to receive a ballot. On October 9th, ballots will be mailed out. Could take a couple days, depending upon the postal service, but soon after October 9th, you will get your ballot. If we have your email address, you will receive your ballot on that exact day. Voting will be open until November 19th. At 6 p.m. at Reardon Hall on November 19th, we will have a meeting and we will reveal what the votes say. If this plan is approved by the POA membership, the board will vote on this on the 21st of November, assuming they vote, and this would go into effect as of January 1, 2020. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.